like every third book. Hitchens' book came out, End of Faith had been a huge hit. There was one after the other, and I'm like going, what's the fuck up? Boy, I fucked myself now. But most of those, and when I read, I wasn't sure what the book was going to be like in terms of what I was going to deal with. I'd read End of Faith, which is a terrific book, and I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that book funny. And by the lack of your laugh, you can see where that was a dead end. But there's a play at the end of this book, and I handed it to my editor. And the play really, I wrote with my friend Mark Lynn Baker, who's in Perfect Strangers, the actor. He and I'd been, were asked by the Public Theater to do a piece there, and we wrote this with two other friends that we knew from drama school. And it was essentially a church of comedy. It was about, what we did was we saved people through laughter. And so we wore priest robes with big bow ties. And I wrote the play with him in 1981, and I thought, I don't know if I can really put this in the book, even though it says everything that I had to say about religion in it, in many ways. It was like the conclusion of the book, I thought. And I said, boy, I better read it again just to see if it's up to date. And I read it, and the amazing thing was that nothing had changed. A lot of it was very, very political. We wrote it during the beginning of the Reagan era, and nothing had changed. As a matter of fact, it was even made more sense now than it did then, except for the reference there was only one reference that people would need to know, and that was, there was at one point during the show, I screamed, "Bring me the head of Caspar Weinberg." And you notice the laugh there. It was not the big, back then they were knee slapping. I handed it to my editor. He said that he thought that this was dead on, and that it really, if I wrote toward that would be a smart thing to do, and that's what we ended up with. What I ended up with was a book which is about, there are people who hate religion on all levels, and then there are people, and there are tons of books about that, and then there are tons of books everywhere about faith. I spent 6 weeks in a jail cell, and I did crack cocaine for week after week, and by the 7th week, I sat down, I woke up one morning, and there was Jesus. There's a ton of How I Met Jesus books. There's a ton of, I saw the light, I died, saw the light, and then I came back, and boy, everything's clear now. But there are not a lot of books written about people who kind of have some sort of faith but can't seem to get proper reception. And